offender. Traffic jam, bumper offender. Traffic jam, Monday morning. I like that. Tuesday evening. I like that. Bumper offender. Traffic jam. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Like we ain't leaving this place. We ain't going nowhere. We not leaving this place. Hey. Traffic jam. Traffic jam. Traffic jam. We causing a scene, darling.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning to the listeners of WEFM. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning.
Tuesday. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Wow.
Now me going back in time. It's a beautiful Thursday morning here in SVG. In studio, you have Roleza and Dianna right here with you for Activated Mornings. And we also have Mr. PeeJohn, who is already on the line to bring us his usual morning commentary. PeeJohn, good morning.
Good morning to you both. I hope you're having a good day. Some time ago, Roleza made some comments about the use of social media, particularly on that issue.
Okay, say that
And the
again,
quest-
please, PeeJohn. You had dropped a bit there.
Yeah, I've seen some time ago you made some comments about the use of social media among children. And it kind of incited me to make this comment. I'm going to make this. Be bad from using social media. Now, social media, for those who need a reminder, refers to online platforms and apps that allow people to create, share, and interact with content, as well as communicate with others. It includes websites, apps designed for social networking, content sharing, real-time interaction. Social media is widely popular, especially among children. They interact with platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, etc., etc., etc. While it is generally useful, social media can pose several dangers to young children, and I want to mention some of them. Can have exposure to inappropriate content. Children can come across violence, sexual or otherwise inappropriate material that is not suitable for their age. You also have cyberbullying. Social media can be a platform for bullying where children may be harassed, embarrassed, or threatened by their peers. We also have online predators. Predators can use social media to target children, posing as their friends or trustworthy persons in order to manipulate them. We've also heard about mental health issues. Excessive use of social media can contribute to anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and body image issues due to unrealistic portrayals of life and beauty on social networks. And we also have addiction and screen time issues. Social media is attractive and engaging, and this leads to excessive screen time that can interfere with sleep, schoolwork, and real-world social interactions. How do we protect children? Just to mention a few strategies. Parental supervision, where parents are allowed to monitor their activity and set screen time limits. I think that's one of the points Roleza was making some time ago. Also, privacy settings teach children how to secure their accounts or secure their accounts as a parent yourself. Open communication. Encourage children to be open with you and share the online of being online at times. So you teach them about cyberbullying, predators, misinformation, fake news, etc. And also use what they call child-friendly platforms, because there are some apps that are designed specifically for younger users, and they offer better security features for young children. Now, it is not entirely possible or even appropriate to ban children from social media. However, given the dangers to which they can be exposed, some restrictions are necessary. And that is my rant for the day.
All right.
Thank you very much. And I will listen.
All right.
Now,
Okay. All right then. Thank you, PeeJohn. All right. All right, then, if you're just joining us, we just had our morning commentary from Mr. PeeJohn. Should children be barred from using social media? Before we go any further, once again, good morning to you all, wherever you are at this moment. Roleza, good morning.
All right. Morning to you, Dianna, and good morning to everyone. I trust that everybody is doing A-okay. It is the day before payday for some people. Some people have already been paid. So I know many of you are in good spirits, right? Or maybe not, because by the time you're done budget, the money done. But, once you see all that money in the account, before you do anything else, you feel rich, all right? So good morning to everybody. Hope that all is well. Good morning to the persons who have hit us up very early this morning on the WhatsApp. So Jacqueline, Joshua, Demon, and let me see if I miss anybody. Juan and Teacher Neil, Timothy Cyrus, good morning to all of you, as well as those of you who are on the live already and joining us this morning. Morning to you, Joshua. All right. So, to delve in just a little bit to this topic that PeeJohn said, I'm not sure how many persons realize first country to ban social media for children under the age of 16. Now, I know that there were some questions that came about with that, because even something like Facebook, social media, the platform Facebook also has an age restriction, but we know that there are many children who get around this, because you have children who are under the age of 18 who find themselves on Facebook. So I know that one of the questions that came about from this ban in Australia is, how are you actually going to monitor it, and how are the social media apps actually going to be able to confirm that persons who sign up who say that they are 18 years and older are actually 18 years and older, right? As PeeJohn indicated from his commentary, I think one of the things is really and truly, it has to come back to that communication that parents have with their children, or even maybe in the schools as well. For those persons who don't get that bit of information from their parents, from the teachers, right? To have that reinforcement in knowing that not everything that you see on social media is actually correct, or it's actually what is real life, right? I know one of the issues is that there's this body positivity situation that happens where if you go on Instagram, all the bodies look the same, which is quite annoying, because in the real world, not all the bodies look the same, all right? Not the bodies that you're seeing on that this total hourglass type shape, and anyways, for those of you who have it, I'm sorry, but naturally have it. I'm sorry, but it was just one of those annoying things for me. Why it is I took forever to join Instagram, because I noticed that when you go on it, you see everybody, all these women looking the same, and I'm like, this is not how everybody looks, But so that's one of those things in terms of teaching body positivity, that we have to encourage students or children to know. That there are different types of people who exist in the world. There are different types of people who exist from different socioeconomic backgrounds. So not everybody is living the high life. Not everybody is living the luxurious life as many portray on social media. And then we also have to remind children as well that while it is that persons are posting, it only takes a second for you to smile and put up a picture. But how many persons are actually happy in real, REAL life, and not REEL life. All right. So that's another thing that we have to do. But I think we cannot get away from social media. Social media does serve a particular purpose. I know that many persons in the business community are happy that social media exists because it allows for other additional means for marketing of business, etc., even for you to find information or, just general knowledge things. But social media is here to stay, but it does come back to the role of parents and teachers. I'm pulling you into this as well, for you to be able to educate children, to let them know not everything that they see on social media is actually what is happening or exists in real life, just so that they know the difference, right? So yeah, that's maybe my final take on the social media topic.
I think it's a tricky one for me because I really feel strongly that children should be kept away from it, because while there are the positives and while there are those good things that come out of basically everything, there are so many negative things. And the thing is that there are children that have actually killed themselves because of the influence of social media. And from working with children of all different age groups, you see that the phone and the social media thing is really an issue. And a lot of the problems that we look at, we see the children having today and we complain about them having, a lot of it comes from the content that they consume over the social media. The reality is that parents should be supervising the children with these devices, but the reality is that sometimes parents themselves are so burnt out from working that they could only just focus on making sure that the children get something to eat, make sure that they have the necessary tools for school, and that extra time to really sit down and educate them about social media or to even monitor what they're doing on social media. They really just can't find it, and they just, I don't know, they trust that their children are not being exposed to certain things or that they wouldn't consume certain things. So I agree that a lot of conversation needs to happen. We have to, I guess, if we are going to allow them to use social media, we have to really let them have strong minds from the youngest of age, because this thing between what is on social media and what is real is really serious for children, because a lot of these children, I mean, they're young and you could understand that they're still learning. They do not have that discernment to know what is and what isn't. And so I see it in the young girls, from the smallest of children. They already see these beauty things on social media and these specific types of bodies, and then they start wanting that. They start acting a certain way before they should even start acting like that. And then they start bullying others and basically just following what they see on the media. So I feel like between a certain age, you should be banned, because it is not a necessity. You don't need to have social media to survive. Once you have your parents and your parents are informed and they could inform you on things that you need to be informed about, I feel like between a particular age, you should really allow them to stay away from that, because that is damage to the brain from all of these things from too early. And you just never know what could happen. Some children, they have some parents, they train their children really well, and each child is different. So one child may take that in and have a really strong mind and don't do the things that they don't expect their parents to see them involved in. They're really honest, but there are others who won't be like that. And then there's this, I want to fit in and I want people to like me thing these days, that some children will, even though they know they're not supposed to, they will do it because they want to please their friends. Because I mean, that's probably who they spend the most time around and whose opinion they care about the most.
But as you're saying this, I think that every generation is going to be faced with their own challenges, because when we were growing up, TV was bad. Everything for TV was bad, right? Because we exposed to this, we exposed to that, TV was bad. Back then too, you had things like magazines coming out. So certain magazines that there's a pornographic magazine that was it Playboy? Anyway,
Probably.
So one of those magazines, so they were saying that is bad because of the fact that children are trying to find ways to get their hands on it. So I do think that every generation is, well, maybe not so much. Well, I don't know if it happened here. I think we might have had magazines like, I think newspapers like Punch. I think Punch from was Trinidad, but it wasn't explicit as Playboy, but still, so you're going to have that every generation, you are going to be faced with a particular challenge in terms of what media it comes on stream for children to get their hands on, right? there's another topic under this where we talk about banning children from social media. There are many times when I wonder, are we also exposing our children too early to our content on social media? Like I have a goddaughter and she does not want to be posted. She does not want a picture to be taken of her. But the thing of it is that how many parents actually, number one, well, from the time they're babies, you don't ask them, do you consent to being on social media? So these children are already aware of what creating content is like, what it means to post something and to get likes. Even though they don't have a social media page, it's because their parents are posting them and the parents have not asked for consent. So that is also another thing where even though you might say that you want to ban them from being on social media, the thing of it is that children are placed on social media by their parents, so they would just also integrate themselves into that as well. So it's a very broad topic. Oh, right. So PeeJohn is telling me as it's Playboy and Pentos, right, for the magazines. So yeah, every generation is going to face their own challenges, but once you have that dialogue, that open communication, you can't hide things from children because they're going to find out anyways. You just have to have it. Right?
So we're going to have to cut it right here because it is now 7:35. And at this time, we usually bring our traffic talk.
WEFM.